All right, so this is my homie Rashawn from work. He works at FedEx with me. He's got his 300ZX that, I mean, it was pretty cool before. It had a little bit done to it. It was, you said it was at 500 horsepower before, right? Yeah. So he decided that was for the birds, so he wanted to get him some V8 action in it. So he picked up an LS. The car still has, it was on E85, so it already has the fuel lines, the bigger pump and all that. So he can keep that. That'll give him a little extra juice right out of the hole. And then it's a 5.7 out of a, would you say 05?
2000 C5.
A 2000 C5. So he got a good deal on it. We're just cleaning it up. He got him a fat MS4 Texas Speed cam. So he got a bigger cam than we do. But we're just over here helping him clean up the gaskets, and then we're gonna switch the cam out, get his new cam in there, and then get the heads bolted back on, torque down, and then he'll be on from there. So it's a little something different, a little break from the truck, but we had to come check out his build and give him a hand on it. This will be nice when you paint it, bro. I mean, at least he did like some of the work for you. The part of the work that nobody wants to do, the priming and sanding. Now you just got to spray it. Nah, this will be sick, bro.
I can't wait for it. I'm excited.
Yeah, and then you got a GTO T56 to go behind it, so you're even better off there. This will be a sick, man, with the cam, the big cam, stick, 6-speed, in this light car, and you already got E. It'll be a fun car. So we're just giving him a hand today. We'll get these cams switched out and get the heads on and see what we can get done. So if y'all remember us talking about how we weren't 100% sure if we remembered we got the dots lined up, this is what you would have been looking for on the cam sprocket, which you still can't see it. On the cam sprocket, on the bottom of this tooth right here, there's a dot on it, right where my fingernail's at. There's a dot on that, and the crank is supposed to point at 12 o'clock, and then the cam sprocket, this dot right here, is supposed to point at 6 o'clock. The two dots from the crank and cam are supposed to face each other, top and bottom. So once you have that and you're at top dead center on cylinder 1, you're where you need to be.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Don't fit one way, just roll it back the other way.
That's it.
45 degrees.
This is all you gotta do, guys, if you've ever wondered. Which, if y'all are from Texas, them Texas shops do some really good deals on cams, but if you're trying to save a little money, you want to do it yourself, this is all you got to do. Slide it out and slide it back in.
That's a lot easier than ours was.
Yep.
Man, that's crazy.
Yep. That's
Make
it.
sure we're lined up on the...
And that'll come back out a little bit more. That's all you got to do, guys. And if you still had your lifters in, you would put the dowel rods through these two holes. You'd push dowels through there to basically release the lifters away from the cam.
Is that in the right position?
No. I didn't see the dot. There should be it. Oh, this one don't have a dot on it.
I guess you can.
We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. But yeah, guys, just giving y'all a look at that. And if y'all ever wonder what they're talking about with the dowels, this is where those dowels go. And if you can't get dowels and you have the engine on a stand like this, the trick is you flip the engine upside down and it lets all the lifters relax, and then you pull the cam out. That's what we did on ours. So
it'll be good like ours.
pro tip for y'all. What is this company called?
LOJ.
LOJ.
Yeah, LOJ Conversions.
So is this a setup just for the 300ZX, or oh, it's made for it? Okay.
Just exactly the oil pan, pickup tubes,
And
the
then
motor
the mounts
mounts is already on there. I threw on there.
LJ too.
Yep.
ZE2 or Z3. No, Z32.
Z32. There we go. That's pretty cool. So if y'all are ever LS swapping a ZX300 or 300ZX, how do you say that? 300ZX. You can get this kit. That's pretty cool. I noticed that on the motor mounts. I didn't know that the pan came with it too.
So am I supposed to like just hit this with the brake clip? Because he says on that thing instructions, but
Yeah.
did you see that little plug on there too?
It's just a disclaimer for them. Like they say, you're responsible to clean up. So if there's some little machining piece in there or something and that gets sucked up in your motor.
This plug. It's used to block the stock dipstick hole.
Okay. This was the pickup tube that came with it. Bolted up pretty good.
What the f is the stock dipstick hole?
It's on this side right here. Oh. Does it have a new dipstick hole?
Yeah, there's a dipstick too for.
Oh.
Oh.
So you got to plug the stop hole with that. Oh. That's pretty cool.
From the inside or the outside though?
Yep, so you take this little plug they supply and you put it in the stock dipstick hole because, well, obviously this pickup tube is in the way of that. I didn't know that, dude. That's a whole ass kit. That's sick.
Yeah, they make
Just spray some of that down in there and like swish it down in the pan and then flip it over and let it come out.
Alright. So just spray that in there.
Yeah. Yep. Hold the can up level. There it is. I hate those, man. They run out of power so fast. And you got a half can of fluid and can't do nothing with it. Dang, that's cool. It came with a dipstick and everything. Awesome.
Yeah, they make a full complete kit, the basic kit. It's like $2,800, but it comes with the pan. It comes with the pan. If you want to spend like $9K, it's like headers, everything. The headers
really?
they make from Cooks, whatever the hell their name is.
So we're about finished up here, guys. We put the cam in. We got the heads bolted on. Helped him out with that. And then we got the first set of valve springs changed. And then he's going to go ahead and try to finish out the rest of those. And if he has a problem, then I'll slide by before or after work one day and help him out. But I think we pretty well got it figured out.
Shut the door.
So, yeah, we're about to get this pan on. I'll try to, I think I got just enough battery to come back when we get it on and take a little clip of it once it's installed and everything, but.
Definitely be hitting off.
All right, guys, so got the pan on. Looks good, everything went well. All the hardware, they give you new hardware. Pretty sick, well put together kit. So you can see like where they made this slimmer right here and then made this a little bulkier to clear the cross member. Whereas the stock pan kind of like ramps up right here and then this stuck out way too far. So LOJ conversions definitely made a solid kit. They give you a new dipstick location. Damn, dude, and it'll drop right in. This will be sick, man. I'm stoked for you, bro. This will be a mean.
Of the amount of money that I done spent.
I feel that. I feel that.
Old lady is probably tired of me spending money too, you know, because
Yeah.
this shit crazy. She don't even be caring no more what I do in there. But man, I appreciate y'all coming and helping me, man.
For sure, bro. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do is, whenever he gets his harness and clutch in, we'll probably be stopping by here when we get some time away from our stuff. We'll come by and update you guys on this build. Y'all drop a comment and let us know if you want to see stuff like this where we're doing a little bit on some other people's builds. Because I kind of like it. I like changing up the flavor a little bit and checking out some different stuff. So y'all let us know what you think. LOJ conversion. So if you got a 300ZX, that's the website you need to check out.
I was about to trip out, bro.
What?
I seen these two these, and then I was like, did I forget a set?
No. Got the clean wheels. It's gonna be a mean build, dude.
Man, shout out to y'all, for real.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Shout out to y'all.
We got you, bro.
Y'all hooked me up.
Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Peace out. We'll see you later.